Oh, hello. Let me make sure everything's working. I just realized I can't hear through this monitor. Fuck. Anyway, walking away, I'm gonna get real quiet. How do I sound? Can you hear me? How about now? Nope. Oh, brother. I think it's on my end. You guys are good. Fantastic. All right. So here's the deal. That's working. This is working. That's working. Obviously, I don't have work today. I don't know why that's obvious. I mean, I guess a lot of places probably have today off, but this is quite unusual for me. I don't usually do morning streams, so we'll see. We'll see about this. It's only going to be a little bit, I think. Also, I just fucking hear myself now because I forgot to mute this. All right, we're good. Jesus Christ, I'm knocking everything over. I'm cooked. Everything's scuffed. Well, what's the special occasion? Uh, basically, I'm gonna be doing that work. These. Oh god. So they're I guess it's an advent calendar, which I don't particularly do. Also, how are you? Um, but typically you put together a knife, and it's kind of cool. So that's the plan. I got two of them. We'll see how they go. Let's move this shit. I don't know why I even had it here in the first place. Get on up out of here. If I drop a screw, it's over. We're cooked. We're done. We're uninstalling. Uh, but yeah, what happens is I get these every year, and I didn't really feel like doing it tonight. And I had time this morning, so I'm doing it now. We got two. I think this one makes a knife called the Trapper. And the Trapper, this particular one is a button lock, so this is going to be a pain in the ass. So we're doing it first. If we lose the spring, it's over. We're cooked. And this one over here makes one called the Cataclysm. You can get both of these knives, I think, not unassembled, but these ones are unassembled. Good God, I've never had such a difficult time opening them. But let's be honest, it's probably only going to take me like an hour. Well, now that I've said something, it's probably going to take me like 6 hours to do this shit. Hopefully, it's pretty seeable. This is the other one. And if I sound different, it's because I'm using a different mic because I'm over at a different desk. Ain't that some shit? Anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. That's you on screen right here. This is my old monitor with the scratch. Where the fuck's the scratch? I think it's like right here. I don't know how it got there. It just spawned one day. It spawned. All right, let's start with the. What the fuck is this thing called? The Urban Trapper. Does it say what it's called? I mean, I know it's the Urban Trapper because I have a different version of it. Hey, oh man, they got instructions on these now? First off, that's fucking stupid. I mean, I get that you can see the knife on the box, but come on, man. The whole point is that you get to do it yourself. Hey, there it is. That's Urban Trapper. What do you know? I know my stuff. Is that the monitor you used to play on? Yes, that is the monitor. That's the Warzone monitor. I got a refurbished Acer something or other. It's 3440 by 1440, so it's ultra wide. I thought I could replace. I had a two monitor setup. I thought I could replace it. Turns out, fucking nothing. and I mean nothing, snaps on the monitor. Like if you use Windows, you'll find like, oh, I can move my shit around and like snap stuff to like one side of the monitor and snap stuff over there. Nope. It works with normal, like it works with Edge or Firefox or like stuff like that. But if I'm playing a game, I can't like snap something anywhere. It doesn't work with games. It's so stupid. Anyway, I find this interesting. Hopefully we get this. This is a compound blade. Uh, Jesus Christ. So there's like multiple lines there where I guess maybe the knife has different grind angles. That's usually why you have those extra lines. Could also just be that they were too lazy to render that out. Anyway, if you're smarter than me, you probably know that you usually start at 1. Now I have 2 concerns here. The first one is, oh, there's one. Jesus Christ. There's one. uh but why the fuck is 14 upside down? Is mine used? Like what is that? How did they manage that? It's supposed to finish the knife there. Jesus Christ. Am I stupid? What am I doing? Uh what is going on here? Anyway, advent calendars, as I said, typically it should have been done last night or something, but I don't know. What do I care? I'm Jewish, so who cares? Anyway, let's start with 1. Hopefully I don't lose anything. That's what this mat's for. Uh I got screwdrivers, I don't know, extra bits, extra drivers in case stuff's tough. We're gonna do everything the lazy slash hard but slash easy way. We're gonna pray that being lazy is easy, and we're gonna cry when it's hard, and we're gonna give up easily. Okay, well that doesn't sound great. Let's find out. Let's find out what's going on here. Okay, I was gonna say, please don't be a blade exposed. Well, I guess you could say I am number 1. Or iambic pentameter, whatever you prefer. Things aren't going great so far. It's just a liner. That's the hole presumably for ye old buttonhole. Wow, that's crazy. The next box, number 2, is also a fucking liner. This is... Also, what the fuck is that, man? You can't even read what that says. What? I don't know how to do things properly. Once again, I do things the lazy way because I just don't want to deal with it. And it's not going great. Good old box number 3. All right. Okay. Another one of these. I've got like 6 of these because I've been doing them for like 3 years, and each year's had like 1 or 2. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this one's better than usual. This is the knife I use for most of my leather working stuff. Mostly because it's very small and fits in the hand pretty well. And I'm using it now because it's not particularly reflective. And I'm trying not to show my face here. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not trying to deal with that right now. I didn't put stage makeup on. But it's here. Okay. This is probably the coolest thing I'll get, if I'm being honest. I don't know, these are probably only like 20 bucks, but having a little bit holder in one of these is kind of cool. And wait, hold up. Does that? Holy shit. Wait, this thing's sick. So it's got a little bit holder and a bit like driver spot. This would be ceramic, which is used usually for honing a knife. Typically I would use that over this. This is probably some form of carbide. I don't know. It might have diamonds in it. It might not. Probably not. But this thing's actually kind of cool. Work Sharp. This is the company that makes my. I'm not getting that thing out. My normal knife sharpener. Anyway, it's really bothering me that that's very crooked. By the way, Jesus Christ. Uh, this thing's kind of cool. I like that. I might actually carry this. I might trade out the T6 bit because I don't really carry that many knives that use T6. Maybe for like a standard Phillips head, and that'd be kind of good. It's a little thick, but you know, it's actually pretty cool. Um, I don't know why they gave us this then, because I would much rather use that. I guess this is a little easier to hold like that, and this is maybe kind of big and clumsy. I don't know. It's sick though. I like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was box 3. You know what? I should be careful how long I yap because I'm doing the responsible thing and I'm putting the boxes back in where I took them from. So I don't have empty boxes everywhere and can't put them anywhere. This is a really small box. I don't know what's going to be in here. Ah, you know what? I should have known. Screws. Hardware. Okay, so the hardware is not looking too hot, actually. I don't know about this. There's the spacers and shit. Oh, fuck. Alright, this is going to be a pain in the ass. So I don't have any knife lube, by the way. Well, I do. Yeah, I'm just not going to use it for this. We're doing things the old-fashioned way. Also, I'm sorry about my fingers, my nails, whatever. There's cuts, there's scrapes, there's whatever. And it's not looking too hot. And that's just the way it is. I cannot get number 5 out. This is why I usually just go ahead and remove the boxes, because it's actually kind of hard to get stuff out like this. I guess number 24 is coming out first so I can get to number 5. Thank you. Number 5 is also a small square. And that is our button and spring combo. Okay. Alright. Thankfully, it seems like the spring might be welded in there, which is both good and bad. It's good because now I don't have to worry about a spring going flying. Bad, because if it ever breaks, it's going to be harder to replace. I guess you could probably just pull it out and then put a new spring in yourself. Or you can hopefully ask Boker for one. This is, ooh, caged bearings. Interesting. Very small. That was number 6. Let's grab number 7. You know what? Before I put the last one in, we'll put a new one in. I thought this was empty. By the way, the rain is getting out of control. I'm guessing that picks up when I'm speaking. So that's a carbon fiber scale. That was 7. Hopefully it's not too loud. Based on the weight of this is also a carbon fiber scale. It is. These are long boys. We're on number 9 now. This is a blade. Long boy. So this is our first blade. Come on now. Oh, and it's the very standard looking D2. Oh, that's interesting. I would have preferred VG10, which is what these are usually in. I think even their premium one with like a titanium handle is VG10. They do have, I think, a Damascus one. D2 is fine. D2 is fine. Ooh, actually kind of a decent edge. Usually these don't have the best edge. I assumed because they expected people to probably fuck them up. Well, fuck themselves up while putting them in. Anyway, so that's number 9. Let's move on to 10. Man, how bad is that rain? Jesus. Number 10 is a brass bolster. Nice. Love that for me. Which would probably mean that 11 is the same. By the way, I should have mentioned this, but I have like a terrible fucking headache. And I'm stun locked right now. Where the fuck is 10? Chat, where's 10? I did 10. We're on 11. Jesus Christ. And that's why I don't do morning streams. Who would have guessed that's the other bolster? So we're on 12 now. Also, it would have helped if I didn't put stuff back where it belongs. See, this is why you should never listen to your parents and never put things back where they belong. Okay. Number 12 is looking like a pocket clip. I think you're supposed to like put this together as you go along. I'm just gonna take like everything out and put it all together at once. I don't know. That makes more sense to me because the way they like do stuff isn't always all that intuitive. Um, I think we probably have enough to just make the knife, right? I don't see what I'd be missing. Um, yeah, there's nothing I'd be missing because I have the bearings, so those would just go in there. I have all the hardware, and I have a setup. But one of the reasons I wait is because it'll give me different scale options, and then we can pretend that you guys get a choice when the reality is you just better choose what I want, because if you don't, you're not getting it. Fuck. What did I just do? Was that 12? Well, we're about to find out what's in 13. I maybe should have angle offset my model for this. So it didn't constantly look like I'm looking straight down. All right, so 13 is just a gimme. A little coin. Neat. I have a ton of these. I don't do anything with them. People collect them. They're challenge coins. I don't know. I mean, the ones that you can just buy or are just given don't really make sense. Hey, it's the special one, by the way. Next, 14, the upside down box. There's now some other upside down boxes. That's because I put them upside down. And I'm an idiot. So we're looking at, okay, this looks like a full, probably G10 scale? Maybe carbon fiber. So instead of being broken, it's just full one thing, which is kind of cool if you ask me. This is a relatively new stream deck. I got it on sale. And I'm actually over at the other setup. Same with this one. I actually got this one to use at work, but I never ended up switching because I was lazy. Also, I found out that software isn't as good as the shitty software I thought was worse for my work. So that's the other scale. But this one's not set up, and this is the audio interface that I'm currently hooked into. And I have that on a switch to switch between computers and all that shit. Anyway. I don't know. This thing I kind of like, but also it's not really that as useful as I thought it would be. We're like smashing our coiled cable there. Not that it really matters. These are from Maker, by the way, which also makes this. This is the Dynatab. And apparently people don't like that brand, and I get it. Apparently they have pretty bad customer service. I haven't had to deal with them. So I guess as long as you like it and don't mind potentially not dealing with customer service, who knows? This is our face hiding mask if we have to do it. Which we might for these. I don't know. Then we'll lose facial tracking. Why am I at 144p here, by the way? It's 160, I guess. Let's go to our source 760? 72060, okay. By the way, I haven't... Oh, hold on. You know, I don't need my headphones on, actually. I haven't really been able to show it off, and I can't right now because I fucked around. I have like some boxes that were under this desk that aren't anymore behind me, but I have really good tracking now. So this camera actually follows me. So if I go over here, it still gets pretty good. If I go all the way over here, it still got me. So I'm I'm over here now. I'm over here. It's actually pretty good. Anyway, let's get back to doing shit. Fucking should not have done that. What are we on? 17? We're 17. I found it. You know what? I gotta check. Did we do 16? Where's 16? We didn't do 16, did we? Was 16 the coin, or was... This thing's way too small to have been the coin. Okay. So that is a patch. I have a ton of those that I don't use either. Okay. Which makes me feel like now I have to check 15. Did I do 15? What was 15? Whatever. Did I miss one? I feel like we did 14, right? Because 14 was... Yeah, those were the non-scales. Okay. What am I doing? This is a drawing tablet, by the way, if anyone was wondering. And this is for Big Idea Design. Oh, I didn't know this extra one was here. That's fine. So it has little bits in here. And it's magnetic, and it kind of... I don't know. I thought I'd use it more than I do, but I don't. I thought it'd be a nicer version of one of these, which just has my bits. And you never know when you're going to drop a bit, which is why I have them all out right now. Okay. So we did 17. We're on 18. 1738. Man, I am sweating. That's what I get for... What am I doing? We're doing things out of order. Okay, this sounds problematic. Pocket clip. I don't know why I don't like the fake blue look, because it's not real titanium. So it's like, who am I fooling? Myself? Nobody else cares, so... See, a new bolster. I haven't really been getting too many knives lately. First off, economy is goddamn the worst it's probably ever been in my life. Which is quite unpleasant, to say the least. And, you know, I'm trying to save money anyway. So I'm not really even buying stuff to sell like I used to. Hey, that's kind of nice. What is this? One of those things called that you like put up over your face? They have a word and I always forget it because I don't actually wear them, but pretty sure that's what this is. Nice bag. Usually they put it in like disposable plastic wrap, but I might be able to use that later. Put that over there. That's 22. We did 20, right? I didn't skip this. Feels empty. So we're on 23. Where's 23? 23 is a small boy right here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Is this our extra hardware? Just extra blue screws. They couldn't even give us the blue backspacer? Come on, man. Okay, it says 23. Here is good old 24. What is this? Oh, it's a eating tool, I guess? So, I think this is a knife. I think this is a spoon. I don't know that I want to put... It's not very sharp. It's like serrated. I guess it's so you can be like cut and then scoop on something relatively soft. And then this is a fork. Um, that's cool. I have something like this from CRKT, except that one's bigger and kind of easier to hold. This, I don't know, this doesn't, like the fork is going to be useful. I don't know about this part though, because like you can't like eat soup or something with this, which I don't personally very much like. I don't know. So that's 24, and I believe that's the end of this one. Hopefully I didn't miss one. If I did, I'm sorry, and that's on me. Uh, I guess we ought to get to assembling. Where is my T6 bit? Hello? Is this a T? This is a T8. I have a T6 in here. We could use their T6. I don't know who makes their bits. Hopefully Weha, because they're usually some of the better ones. If you're wondering why it's kind of weirdly dark over here, that would be because for some reason this room doesn't have a ceiling light, so I have a lamp behind me. I actually decided to put this over here to try and make things a little better. This is like a portable light, and it's just magnetically held on. I have like a lava lamp that I recently dug up over there. But yeah, it's generally pretty dark over here. It also is kind of dark right now. It's cloudy and whatnot. Okay. Feel like I look strange. I'm all stanced up. Guess I'll put the T6 in here. Actually, these look like they're probably all T6, don't they? Where the fuck? Did I lose the hardware already? How did I do that? Oh, this also has, that's right. This also has a series. Okay, so there's one T8 and the rest are T6. I'm gonna go with the brass driver for the T6 then. Although this T6 is a little bit stripped. Okay. I don't think anyone's here anymore. I was gonna do a poll, but I don't, like I said, I don't think anyone's really here. So let's go ahead and just decide. Usually we get extra blades, and I don't see that compound blade anywhere, which is a little disappointing. So I believe the intended, like, original way you build it is with the brass. We have other options. Interesting. I mean, I guess carbon fiber and brass do go together, but typically it's micarta and brass is the look. But we got like steel and micarta. I believe just G10. Let me grab the instructions. And then the carbon fiber and brass. So we can take the easy route, and that's just all one, which actually might be the hard route, because if we mess up, we have to unscrew all the screws. But for these, if I mess up, there's a potential that I only have to do like the top or the bottom. Oh, brother. That's my mute on this, by the way. I'm not feeling great. Anyway. Oh, God. Enjoy that. So we got some instructions here. Let's go ahead and decide what we're going to go with. Should we just go classic? What's the picture on the box? That is the carbon fiber brass combo. And they don't even depict these. So let's rule these out. Because I believe this is just G10, so nobody really cares about G10, right? Actually kind of like them. I don't know, there's something cool about the simplicity of them. So that's there. Would have been cool if this came with like a washer option. Also would have preferred a different blade shape because this is just the standard blade shape outside of the flipper mechanism that you get on like all of them. Um anyway, let's clear it out a little bit here. So let's put all those over there. We're not going to use blue. Honestly, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of it. So it's down to these. I'm thinking brass. So that's that one thing down. Mostly because I just like the fact that it contrasts better. Like this doesn't really go together at all for me. This does, but I like contrast. So we're thinking brass. And then it comes down to micarta versus carbon fiber. I am a sucker for micarta brass. Micarta is just like a plastic composite that includes like a canvas that they like compress it down with epoxy or something, and you can like sand it down to where it's going to be stiff because of the epoxy, but then you can like feel the denim or the canvas that's inside of it. Um, but the thing is, I have quite a handful of knives with this, and this is the one I usually go for. So I'm thinking we maybe just go this, but then that's the thing on the box. Should I go out of left field and like go a little tactical with it? I think we do it. It's the blackout option. All right. So let's see. What order do they suggest we put this in? So they suggest pivot first. Okay. Uh. Okay. So pivot first in 3, which would be this one, which is interesting. All right. Put that over there for now. Might be the hardest bag to open of all time. Jesus Christ. Somebody get me better fingers, please. As I said before, if we drop something, we're putting minimal effort into finding it because I don't got it in me. All right. So this is pivot. Is this keyed? It is keyed. Hell yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh. Hold up. Our journey might be ending. There's a screw stuck. Okay, there we go. There's our screw. And that was stuck in there. In the little... How's that? Is that... Okay. Hey, it's you. It's you, chat. Yeah, it was stuck in there. So, thankfully, that just came right out. But that could have been real bad for your boy. Alright, so apparently that goes on before the whatchamacallit. Which one are we putting on? We do button side first? No, it has to be non-button side first. Let's grab that. So we're covering that apparently, which is an interesting choice. And I guess we're screwing that in. We are screwing that in. Okay. I have to assume. Oh, there are different size screws. Hold up. Okay, I think there's only one long boy. Okay. Am I missing? No. Okay, there's 2 of those. All right, so I think the rest of those short boys are right there. All right. This doesn't really work with this mic that well because I have to have the mic between me and the desk, so I can't really like see half the desk without moving around a bunch. Okay, so that's in. And Straighten that out. Sorry, I hit the mic arm. Okay. Not too bad. Too bad. Apparently, we're supposed to put this guy in next. I don't know about that. Okay. Next on the list is going to be bearings and blade. Okay. This is where normally I would personally put in a little bit of lube. I'm not going to lube it. It's fine. Sometimes no lube is great, you know? Sometimes you just got to do it raw. But yeah, I don't really want to get oil all over the place right now. Wow, these are not sticking, which is kind of nice. Yeah, these aren't half bad. They're a little small. I usually prefer bigger balls. Uh, Damn, that is not gonna fit, is it? Okay, there we go. Okay, I did not bring something to wipe this down with. They should have given me a fucking cloth instead of the thing. Here's our blade. Get you a close look at that. Nothing too special about it. This is the same shape as the other one, like the original. Um, Interesting, I guess, fact. Not really that interesting. But before button locks were really a thing, the non-button lock version of this was the first high-end knife I ever had my hands on. I got it from a mystery box from a company called Drop. They were clearing their inventory of anything like not keyboard related or them related. And I sold it. And at the time, I was like, "Who the fuck's paying $100 for this knife?" And here I am paying 130 or whatever just so I can assemble it myself. What the fuck? Am I stupid? Anyway, uh, Jesus, that's on. We're supposed to put the button in. Thank God they apparently welded that screw in. What? Huh? So I'm gonna guess we gotta do this. Why? Hold on. I question their sanity on that. Hold on. I'm gonna do this the normal human being way. We're gonna put that pin back in. So one of them fell out. That's fine. Okay. Oh man. This is where it all falls apart. If it was ever not apart. We're gonna skip a hold on. We're gonna skip a couple steps ahead to see what they expect us to do next. I don't know about this step, to be honest with you. Push and then lock, then put the other liner in. Okay. Yeah, this is not the way I would do this. Hold on. We might have to deviate from our plans here. Okay. Which screw goes with that? Probably long boy, if I had to guess. Fuck, it goes in from the other side. Are you kidding me? It's a single way screw. What are they doing? So that's the pivot screw. Where's the long screw? I didn't already use it on accident, did I? Wait, hold on. No, this is the pivot. This is long boy. Okay, okay. So if that's like that, then that is the proper way to do that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's not even threaded. Okay. I was hoping I could screw that in first. This might have been the worst way they could have set this up. They should have made it so it screws in from that side and you can have a post and it screws through that. That's threaded. All right. We're just gonna have to dick around with this until we get it to work for us. Is it flat? Okay, it's flat like right about there. So let's push down. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Try and get the post in. Forgot to put this back in. Maybe this will make it easier. Okay. So that's through like that. There's our button. Okay, we lost the button. Found the button. All right. Okay. I don't know what the hell they were doing here. This is like the worst possible way to design this. I'm truly baffled. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this the worst possible way because we have to. This is gonna be such a bitch, dude. Fuck. Definitely gonna have to sharpen this knife, huh? Man, this is so stupid. What? What the fuck were they thinking? Please. Please. All right, hold on. Can we? It's a good thing I have somewhat longer fingernails than I would have liked. Okay. God, this is so stupid. All right. Oh, the button disaligned. I can't express how poorly designed this is. I should have known because they have something called the Kwaiken button lock, and it's one of the worst worst button locks ever created. You put your hand to hold it where the button is. God, this is so bad. This might be the stupidest thing they've ever done. They've done some things that I found questionable and stupid, but this might be the worst. I might just give up on this, to be honest. There's no easy way to do this. Okay. I'm trying to like visualize how we can not struggle here. I'm thinking, my God, I thought that just went flying. There's no way to do it. Fuck's sake, just stay in. Oh my God. Okay. Fuck's sake, dude. Maybe if I tape it? Jesus Christ, I shouldn't have to. Okay. So there's a solution here that just can't work, unfortunately. But I'm thinking I try it. I don't think this is gonna work, by the way, but I don't see another option. They really fumbled, to be honest with you. Please, for the love of God. Yes. No. Oh, there's a fucking lip. Okay, hold on. What if I do it like this? Okay. Okay. So this won't go in because of that. Yeah, so that just goes right through. Okay. Like that. I think I lost one of the bearings. That's the one. Where did it go? Shit. Well, it's probably right in front of me, but I'm just not seeing it right now. Should have just waited to do this at night. Okay. All right. I'll grab a flashlight. Is it on the floor here? Does not appear to be on the floor anywhere. Bro, where is it? Why am I blind? Okay. Is it stuck to my hands? No. Chat, am I blind? Well, this is unfortunate. Did I just like yeet it off here? How did I do this? Man, if at least if it was a screw, I could have kept going. Oh, brother. All right. Well, guess we'll see how far we can get. It'll just be a little lopsided, and I'll find it later. Fucking hair on it. Okay. Oh, it was right there the whole. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna lose it. I'm falling apart. Y'all probably looking. Oh, I say y'all. Nobody's here. Nobody's showing up to these. Who are we kidding? Okay. How's life? How's everything? Mine's obviously not. That. Where did that go? You fucking. This is a disaster. Where did that go? Bro, it was going so good. Everything was aligned. The chakras, dude. You fucking kidding me? It fell off, right? Or no? That's it. Jesus Christ. I'm losing it. Alright, it's all falling apart. We might not get to the second one. Okay. Okay. Is that right there? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So that's all fine and dandy. So now, put that on. Let this be a lesson to never listen to directions. Look, once I had all the pieces, look at how fucking easy that was. I didn't like that. It slipped a little bit. That bit getting a little stripped. These are some of the better T6 bits. Doesn't matter how good they are. T6 is just not good. There's no good T6. I really wish companies would stop using T6. Boker's one of the biggest fucking offenders. Both the bits and the screws, especially. Screws are god awful. Um, Only strip. I feel like T8, unless the knife is just ridiculously small, but even then, T8s aren't really that much bigger. So, and I have way less problems. Okay, I think we got it. That did not sound good. Oh, it's quite crooked in there, and is it touching? It might be because it's not tightened all the way or something. Okay. Oh, that is way too tight. Okay, that is crooked, bro. Oh my god. All right. Wobbly as a motherfucker. This thing is probably going to be crooked, actually, no matter what I do, thinking about it. It's only got the pivot and that bottom screw for, like, body screws. Oh my god, that's... You stupid fucks. Very satisfying sound. Alright, let's finish putting this piece of shit together. It's fine. I mean... Just go in here. It's the only spot this looks like this will fit. Maybe that'll straighten it out. Sure didn't. Alright. Well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Let's look at the instructions again, even though they really fucking store us wrong. Okay. Yeah, we're about right. I'm about to cough, sorry. Okay. Do 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 do. Man, I look like a fucking hunched over gremlin, don't I? Jesus. Do 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 do. You know, I was trying to do something for today. I would have released it before today, but I wanted to try and sing Baby It's Cold Outside, but just the male part, and I was going to release that for anyone to use if they wanted to. The problem is, I just can't sing. So every time I tried to do it, I was just so dissatisfied with my voice that I gave up. And it's kind of been the same thing for my art. Like, I don't share very much of it because I'm god awful at it. This is our tablet, by the way. This is the PC tablet, and the Galaxy tab is over there somewhere. And I mostly use the Galaxy tab. I really want to use the PC one, but I just always seem to not. Um, yeah. Okay. Put that in. That don't look right. Okay. Been doing this for an hour now, and I thought this would take like an hour for both. In my defense, I'm an idiot, so. Okay. That might be the most crooked thing I've seen without watching anything political. How we doing? Not too bad. Okay. Might be blood. Oh, that's a lot better than the Quaiken. So I am purposely not engaging the button and trying to close it. A lot of button locks will just fail under that pressure, which is why I don't particularly like them. That's a really satisfying sound. Hold up. Is that picking up? I might go crazy with some lube on it. Fortunately, it's very off center. If we're being honest, they usually are. So a D2 blade, only one blade, but multiple scale options. Um, Actually, not too bad on the alignment here. The normal versions of this also do this, where the liners stick out. I'm not a huge fan of that look. Um, okay, it's a little not sharp, but like a little pointy, but it is grippy, so that's not too bad. If you just wanted a good knife, the $130 or whatever would be better spent just getting a better knife. You can get the Hogue Decas and Magna Cut for around that price. Probably just an overall better knife. Do I have one here? This doesn't quite work. This is the American Deca. This is a CPM 20 CV, so it's a different steel. This one's actually more expensive. Actually, I think they're all more expensive now. They used to be like $109. Um, but it's very thin. It's a different lock type. Uh, I've had this one for quite a while. I quite like it. I don't like the Magna Cut one as well as much. But these are G10 scales. Let's take a little peek. Anything else around that price? These because they're a little less. Bug out. Okay. All right, here's a couple. This is the Nasher knives. I don't even know the name of these, but the guy has a bunch of these. You can get his seconds as well for pretty cheap. They're usually in a like M390 20CV. Just an overall pretty good knife for around that price or less. I think that one might have been $70 or something. This is a Benchmade bug out. I think these are around 120. I don't know. It's been a while. This one happens to have custom dyno scales because I have a problem. Um, S30V, but they do have other steel versions. This is a Monterey Bay Knives knife. He has knives ranging anywhere from like $70 to a couple hundred, if we're being honest. So it's kind of out of the range, but you know what I mean. I have a button lock here. Yeah, I don't have a lot of button locks. This isn't sorry, this isn't the normal price. Wait, holy shit, I was tracking me all the way over there? Fuck. This isn't the normal price for these. I think I paid around 100 for this one. But this is a Wii knife. This is called the Cubit or something? I don't know, man. This is a button lock option. They do have other ones from Civivi and Wii knives, but if you wanted that particular lock type, this is a really good one. They have a cheaper version of this with probably around the same level of steel that I think they're in like 14C28N or something, which I would prefer personally. But you know, D2 is fine. Overall, this is not a particularly good value. You buy this for the experience. Um, ooh, man. All right. So overall, this is a pretty decent one. Very satisfying. Well, if you loop it up, it'll be extremely satisfying. Uh, you hear that? It's an overall pretty neat little knife. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Urban Trapper line. Um, it's just all right. I don't know. There's something about it. It's basically like a portable steak knife, which definitely has its use, but I just never really used something like this. I don't know. It's fine. I'd rather use one of these for. I think I paid like $8 for this. This is the. Let's see. There's three things that are good out of, maybe more, but there's really only three things good out of France: Cartier, Breguet, and Opinel. So this is an Opinel number 6. I also have a number 8, but the number 6 is where it's at. I use this a lot for leather shit as well, or pretty much anything. They have the carbon version that I don't even know what the fuck steel this is, and the inoxidable version, which is probably 14C28N or some version of it. Um, but man, this knife is incredible. I love it. It's so thin behind the edge. It's got a very similar profile to the other. The only problem is it is thick in the handle, and you have to keep it in your pocket because there's no clip. But man, do I fucking love Opinel. Um, you know what? I'll give him this too. La Wille. La Wille. I don't fucking know how to pronounce shit. These things are kind of cool. These are also basically just a steak knife. Um, these are generally, for some reason, extra collectible. I don't really know why. They're not that cool, but they're like cool. You know what I mean? This one's quite old, I think. I don't fucking know when it's from. I have another one somewhere. I don't ever use them. Um, what is this from? Does it say '01 on it? Not that old. Why did I think it was older? Maybe the other one's from. Not one of them was from the '60s. I don't know. Thinking about it, that box is pretty new. Anyway, that's all that. Let's get some water in us. Okay. What do I do with this shit? Bum 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 bum. By the way, the BZ on all this is Brad Zinker. He's the designer of this knife. Um, I'm sure he's a great guy. Like I said, the knife just isn't for me. But this is all together probably one of the better ones. It definitely is a lot better than some of the other button locks I've had. I'm just gonna put the whole setup in this bag for now, and I'll deal with it later, so you don't have to. To be honest, not worth $100 for those things, but I'm probably gonna use those more than the other thing. I probably will never use this if I'm being honest, but I'll probably carry it all the time because I think it's cool. Um, so that's everything in there. This thing I might actually use though, and I'll just put that right over there for now. All right, box number 2. You thought it was over? It ain't over yet. So this is the Cataclysm. I actually also don't like this knife. Um, fuck was in this bag? Uh, I I have sold a couple of these. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not the right knife for me. I don't know how to put it. Anyway. Oh, thumb disc version. Okay. Are they all thumb disc version? I think they might all be thumb disc version actually. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully the instructions aren't as ass. Let's see what's in box number 1. Is it? Could it be the blade or a scale? Oh, that's interesting. Both scales this time. Box number 1 for you, ladies and germs. Those are the liners, I guess, not the scales. Box number 2 is a Fat Boy. And hey, we got another one of those. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. Maybe I'll give it to my father or something. Not that he's ever sharpened his own knife before. Or honed it, I should say. Okay, well. Should have shaken the box first. Just didn't want a blade to come flying out. Is this a backlog? The normal Cataclysm is a liner lock. This is a backlock, isn't it? Oh, fuck. I hate making these. Alright. That's not going to be fun. Could have done this one first. I thought the other one was going to be worse. Okay, so that's 3. Damn, I'm fucking slapping that shit. You see that? Number 4. What's behind door number 4? It's the hardware. At least there's no fucking springy thingy. I'm gonna go and watch their tutorial video on how to make these, by the way, after this, because I just want to know if they were serious about the button lock. That is friggity fucked, brother. Oh, that's the blade. Okay. My bad. 5. Please actually have a compound thing like it did in the picture. Fuck you. Okay. Nice little clip point for your boy. D2 again, which is a pretty mediocre steel. I would prefer VG10, which they sometimes do. A little scratched. Interesting. Just shit back out here. I gotta put this thing in there. I like getting the multiple blades better. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Makes it feel like a different knife. Or like a coated one would be cool. Alright, so that was 5. 6 is coming up. This looks to be like it's going to be a bolster. Oh, it's the coin. I don't know who designs this one. It might be like an in-house team design. Okay. Also, what do you guys think? I went through a lot of trouble to get that going, and that still does not look like Merry Christmas. Also, that text is the exact same text on here. I use the same thing. I don't know why that came out so much better, but it's sick, isn't it? I love that. The Merry Christmas did not come out though. Okay. That was 6. Why was 6 afraid of 7? 7, 8, 9. Oh shit, dude. Bro, my head is killing me. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Alright, we got a steel one. So they intend for us to do steel, and it looks like probably micarta, which we might do. That's 7. If you're wondering, I throw the boxes away, but I keep like all the parts, obviously. I don't know. It's not like these are particularly collectible because once you do them, they're done, and you're not going to put them back away each in their own box. So it's like, well, I don't need this. That's 8. Number 9 is probably the non-bolster part of the scale. It sure is. What? This is G10. I didn't expect the G10 to be first. Okay. 9. Number 10, coming right up, is, of course, you guessed it, G10. So that's 10, 11. Oh, pocket clip. All right. So we can technically make it now, I think. I don't know what else there would be. 12 is coming right up. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da. Hello? Huh. Look at that. Knife guy. So, I have a shirt that says that somewhere. I used to wear it, and then someone at work was like, "Oh, you like knife guys? Oh, I should report you." I'm like, "What? What? Huh? Are you carrying one right now?" I'm like, "What does that mean? What do you care?" Like, you wouldn't have known if I didn't wear the shirt. It's also why I generally stop bringing them to work, even though I need one to open and cut down boxes when I'm working. It's well, I might need them less going forward because places are digitizing. Um, oh, okay. So thumb discs and different color thumb discs. 15. Okay. So this is another scale. This is very light. So this is probably carbon fiber. The original is, I think, just a sheet of G10. Oh god. That's another carbon fiber scale. That is 17. We're going for 18 next. Where's 18? Chat, where's 18? Found it. Never mind. Fuck you. You're useless, chat. It's ass. That's the blue hardware. I wish they would do like a different, I don't know, something else. I don't like blue hardware. That was 18. I don't know what it would be, but like a different color. Maybe black. Black it out or something. That would be cooler. Oh, more blue hardware. Oh, I see. They also have a thumb disk in here. Is that what that is? Okay. I thought they also included the screws in that one. And they're really stretching the boxes for that then. Number 20, coming right up. Copper. I love the look of copper. I hate the way it makes my hands smell. 20. 21. So far, I'm leaning towards maybe copper and my Carter, although once again, it's a very classic thing for me. So maybe copper or G10. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Got another one of these things, which are always cool, but also like I don't ever wear them, so I just have a bunch of these hanging around. I gave one to like my parents each because I have so many of them. So this one is topographic, I think. It's kind of cool. There. So that was 22. Now we're on 23, which means we're one day away from success. Ooh, what do we? Please, I'm hoping this is another blade option. I really like the blade options. Yes, it's a blade option. What are we working with? Come on. Oh, oh, it's What? Okay, so thumb disc, I'd have to screw the thumb disc in. And nail nick. All right. On a personal level, I'm I would prefer the nail nick. On a very personal level. I'm gonna go thumb disc though, because I don't think that's particularly common. But I'm gonna keep that out actually. Personally, I would prefer the nail nick. All right, so 24. So 24 is another one of these Eaton tools, which again they're kind of cool, but also not particularly useful because who the fuck's using those? Okay, let's put that down over here after we put it in the sleeve. Get in the fucking sleeve. I'm gonna cut my sleeves off. Okay. Um, we don't need that. Move that. We're going nail nick or a thumb disc. Here's our options. Copper micarta is classic, especially like the green with the orange. It's always a good look, or the orangish of the copper. Feel like that'll look pretty decent. Um, I don't like the way that makes my fingers smell. We could go all black again, get a little tactical with it. We can do gray and green. I don't honestly feel like that goes together that well, personally. Uh, I'm thinking maybe, Jesus, almost lost the copper option. Thinking maybe copper G10. This could be carbon fiber, but I'm pretty sure it's G10. These are really light. These are about as light as one of these, which is why I'm pretty sure that's G10 and these are carbon fiber. These could also just be G10 and they're like maybe not as thick or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking copper for sure. Let's move these. I mean, we can always change it. Copper and that. Because once again, I go with my Carta all the time. The other one I went blacked out. Let's choose thumb disc. Now, do we go standard silver? Get a little Christmassy with it. We got a red, a green, got a purple, we got blue. I'm thinking standard silver just because I don't really feel like any of these colors go with copper very well. We'll decide when we get there, I guess. We can leave those. We're not using the blue hardware. Nobody's using blue hardware. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have that. We have this is screwy tubey. Yeah, we have that. We have that. Times two. We have two of these. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting. We have pivot. We probably have 7 of these. I'm not counting. We need 3 of these. So this is one of those. So these ones have flat heads. And that's the difference. Those other ones have a rounded head. And then we have one thick boy, which is that. Okay. Got that. Not using their tool. We got these. Okay. I wish they were compound grinds. That would be so cool. Okay, so how do they recommend me start? Not sure I agree with this. So they want us to put in the backlock mechanism first. No blade. Oh, it's an open. Okay. So it's one of these. It's the hot swap blades. Okay, that does make a little more sense. Okay. All right. So this is pocket clip side. No, they recommend this first. What? Is it like that? I feel like that makes more sense, right? Sorry about whatever the fuck's going on out there. No, it is like this. Are they sure? Where did that go? There it is. Hold on. Just keyed. No. That is. Okay. Is this right? This doesn't feel right. Okay. And I don't screw this in yet? This might be another one of those times when, maybe they should have consulted someone before going in on this. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's in. Pivot's next, apparently. Do not tighten. Okay, so the pivot goes in. Pivot. And then the screw goes in, but it says do not tighten. So I'm just going to put the screw in. So I guess to keep it in. We'll go from there. Why is my phone going off? Okay. So we got that. Okay, so next they want a pin in. And the blade in? What? What a weird order. And the pin's just gonna fall out. What are they doing? Okay. This is so fucking sketchy, dude. Okay. Okay. I think I might be able to do it from here. All right. So I am gonna do that. Actually, let's do the other side first. Hold on. Jesus Christ. What are they doing? They had it right for these where you can screw them in. So why didn't they just do that for the other side as well? We almost lost that. Like, they clearly have the technology to be screwing shit correct. Right? To make it easy. So I don't understand why they're not using that technology all the time. So far, nothing's been as egregious as that button lock we did earlier. But I must say, that was so stupid. Alright, so let's go ahead and tighten this down a bit. I don't like that this is loose because you will have to occasionally undo. Oh, man. And readjust your pivot. Okay, so there's no of that. And the pin will fall out like it already has. I think we did pretty good on that, though. We can put that down. Ba ba da ba dum bum bum bum. Interesting. Not working. Are these the wrong screws? Is this the right screw? All the other ones fit just fine. Oh, it just wasn't aligned, I think. Okay. So there's those. Can now officially... That was weird. Oh, that's the wrong side. That's why that doesn't seem to fit. Like, what is going on here, son? Ba-da-ba-dum. Mhm. I'm thinking I might do some art streams in the future. I just need to learn how to use Krita, actually. And what I'll do is I'll probably do hand cam for those too. And I'd also like to learn piano as well. And those will probably be uploaded to different YouTube channels, but I'll probably still just stream them from here. Uh, I don't really know what else I do about it. So these are the same. And this one is also, I think, the same. So I think we're good. To be honest, I usually prefer not having a pocket clip on lockbacks. I don't know, there's something about it. It feels very rustic anyway. Alright, let's just carefully get that. Fantastic. It's kind of crazy how much smoother this one went comparatively, isn't it? Okay, let's gently close that. Now, the preliminary, that just looked pretty centered, which is quite impressive for them. Let me get a good look at you. I think that's screw head side to be flush. Go ahead and... Would have been cool if they gave us a copper thumb disc. I would have liked that a lot, actually. Okay. There it is. Check that centering. So that's decent. Oh my god, that is way too tight. Okay. Actually, not bad. Definitely too tight. Let's do a little fail test if we get... Okay. I think the reason that failed is because my finger's there. Um, and I had pushed in enough that it did fail. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think... hold on. Oh, I'm closing my eyes for that. Okay. I think if you had a big hand or a strong grip, you might accidentally trigger that while holding it. So that's not that great. In terms of overall value of this, once again, it's D2. Okay, you get a secondary blade and some extra stuff. It's kind of worth it for the experience, but if you just want a knife, same deal as before. You're going to get better knives for about 130 bucks, a lot better. But it's about the experience. It's kind of fun. This one is quite centered, which you do like. Where did I put the actual knife? Did I put it in the bag too? I did. Okay. There's knife one, knife two. Get the bag out. We got extras. I don't know. I kind of like this look. I think it's a little classy looking. We'll leave that out for now. We'll just put everything in this bag. Clean up our mess a bit. I don't know. Maybe we should have chose a festive thumb disc. The thing is, we can only do one. So, like, is red or green really that festive? I don't know. We got all that shit. We're fine over there. Put this bag in there. Take that bag. Put that in there as well. This is a cable that doesn't seem to work, by the way. I don't know. It worked before. Now it don't. So, take that as you will. That down there. All right. Center that up. Here's the boys. Um, Button lock, Urban Trapper. Very satisfying sounding, very satisfying feeling. This one's a little tight. I could probably fix that. I think both would benefit from some knife lube, which is usually just like a silicone lube. Um, I don't know. Maybe I should have made them match. Just gone copper on both or all blackout on both. But overall, I actually really like the size of this. It's pretty good. I wish it were a little thinner, but it's still pretty good. I don't know that I'm gonna end up using it though. But they're both pretty cool. I do like the hot swap ability. Um, you know, I was originally thinking I'd maybe switch to doing art. I'll probably do some stuff later, but I don't think I'm gonna do it right now. I actually do have quite a headache, but I was going to try and draw like a Christmas greeting thing or a season's greeting thing just for the fun of it to see if I can pull something off. I would have like the reference up here and I'd have my tablet here, but I think I need a break. Maybe I'll do that tonight or maybe later in the day, but I don't know. I'm thinking we won't stream it. But thank you so much for being here. I think I'm gonna get off. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I don't have it in me right now. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I hope you all have happy holidays. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I guess for some reason this is the only video you see between then and there. I don't know why you're even here, but I appreciate y'all. Thanks for chilling. It was pretty fun, and there will most likely be a normal stream tonight as well. I'm not sure what we'll be doing or playing, but it'll probably be something. Um, but I'll still be on. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Bye. Why am I not waving? Hello? I am waving. Okay. No. Hold on. No. Hold on. Oh wait. Get me out of here. I'm so cooked.